What's up, fight fans? Welcome to my channel. This is Johnny, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at the statistics that nobody talks about when mentioning this weekend's interim world title fight at 140 pounds between Cruz and Lamont Roach. Before I continue, I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to everybody who's been with me since day one. If you haven't already, could you please remember to hit subscribe? My YouTube analytics are telling me that 65% of you guys who watch my content on a consistent basis hasn't done that yet, so please do that. Also, find the notification icon, click that so you never miss one of my world famous daily live streams. In those live streams, I break down all of the upcoming boxing fights. I take your questions and we go over our parlays, props, method of victories, and money line bets. One more thing, guys, join our private pro bettors Discord. That link is pinned in the comment section below. It's only a couple bucks a month. Click to find out more. All right, guys, we have a massive week ahead of us in boxing. There's fights all over the world. We already on the channel covered a fight taking place at Monte Carlo, Monaco between two Brits. That fight is going to be a firefight at 147 pounds. We have the card in Australia with Jai Apataya and a fully stacked card. And this one right here is equally stacked. This one is in America and Texas. Headline by Pitbull Cruz and Lamont Roach. That is the video we're going to be diving into today. So in this video, what I'm going to do is break down both fighters' careers. We're going to talk a little bit about how they go about their business, and stay tuned to the end of the video. Like always, that's where I'll be going over the current Las Vegas odds, and I'll be telling you where to put your money. Say that this card is stacked would be an understatement. It's an early Christmas present for us boxing heads. We have a world title fight at 160 pounds, a unification fight between Janibek Elimhanaleh and the never-aging Arislani Lara. We have Shane Mosley Jr. taking on Jesus Ramos. This will be Ramos's first fight at 160 pounds. We also have the return of the ghost, Frank Martin, taking on Rances Barthélemy. And haven't even mentioned it yet, a very exciting fight between Shock Foster and Cool Boy Stephen Fulton. But in this video, we're going to be breaking down Pitbull versus Roach. We last saw Pitbull Cruz. He's coming off a couple decision victories, more recently over Omar Salcido and Angel Fierro. With Roach, we last saw him in his mega fight against Tank Davis. That fight was at 135. We have to remember, Roach fought up until that fight at 130, and this is for the interim strap at 140. The fight with Tank put Roach on the map, had him break through, per se, past the hardcore diehard fans like myself and into the casual fandom. A lot of people had no idea who Lamont Roach was on the surface, and after that Tank fight, they learned who he was. A high-skilled, excellent fighter. Comes from a good camp, great counter boxer, long, and he's another one of these guys who's coached by his father. And his opponent, Pitbull Cruz, is another one of these athletes who is coached by his father. So that is a narrative going into fight week as well. Father and father, son versus son. We've seen the marketing, we've seen the storylines. It just adds another element to this very exciting showdown at 140. If we said styles make fights and contrasted styles is what we look for in boxing, we're definitely talking about this fight with Pitbull Cruz, 5'4", orthodox slugger. He's going to give you both shoulders. He's going to be on the front foot. He's going to be slugging, dipping, and tucking. He's going to be going up and under. A little bit of a hint of that classic Mike Tyson customado peekaboo style. He wants to put his head on your chest and throw those hooks over the top. Lamont Roach is going to be operating a little bit differently. He's going to want to use his range, use his reach, use his height advantage. He's also going to want to use his punch arsenal, punch placement, and his catch and counterings as well. So when you got a guy on the front foot chasing a guy down against an opponent who has precision, accuracy, and great countering, who knows what's going to happen? Is this a 50-50 fight? In my opinion, 100%. The odds almost say the exact same thing. Right now, I do want to take a closer look at Lamont Roach, see what he's been up to in his career. Guys, Lamont Roach is 25-1-2. Of his 25 wins, 10 of them come by knockout. His one loss was a decision loss. He is ranked in BoxRec's algorithm at 135 pounds. Out of 2,613 fighters there, he's ranked number 8. He's fought a career total of 184 pro rounds and carries into the ring a 40% career knockout to win ratio. His adoring fans know him as the Reaper, and the 30-year-old American is a 5'7" orthodox fighter with a 68-inch reach. He was born in Washington, D.C. and calls Upper Marlboro, Maryland, USA home. We last saw him fight Gervonta Davis 30-0, majority draw in the 12th. McCrory 16-0, won by stoppage in the 8th. Garcia 16-1, won a split in the 12th. Rodriguez 20-1, won a UD in the 12th. Rene Alvarado 32-10, won a UD in the 10th. With Lamont Roach, you're going to get a bag filled with skills. You're going to get a guy who grew up in a gym, lifelong boxer, deep connection to his father, saying that he's really coachable. Come with a fine-tuned, excellent game plan. We saw that on full display against Tank Davis. He was one of the first guys to stand toe-to-toe with Tank and not let Tank walk him down. He was also one of the first guys we got to see to catch and counter Tank and return fire with fire. And, you know, granted, we haven't seen Tank fight since, but you'd have to think he put a blueprint out there for future Gervonta Davis opponents on how to be competitive with Tank Davis. Lamont Roach is going to want to use his height advantage. He's going to want to use his reach advantage. And we're going to see if his timing is on point early. We're going to see if he's going to be able to manage distance and keep Pitbull at range. He's going to definitely want to walk Pitbull onto things and catch him and create his angles. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be exciting. I don't expect a feeling out process in this fight with everything that's at stake, where these two guys, the trajectory of both men, this fight is for an interim strap at 40, so the winner's putting themselves in position to become another divisional world champion. Right now, I do want to take a closer look at the former world champion, Cruz, and see what he's been up to in his career. Guys, Cruz is 28-3-1. Out of his 28 wins, 18 of them are by way of knockout. Of his 3 losses, all of them were by decision. He's ranked in BoxRec's algorithm at 140 pounds, and out of 2,747 fighters there, he's ranked number 26. He's fought a career total of 180 pro rounds and carries into the ring a 64% career knockout to win ratio. He is the WBC Interim World Super Lightweight Champion. His adoring fans know him as Pitbull, and the 27-year-old Mexican is a 5'4" orthodox fighter with a 63-inch reach. He was born and raised and lives in Mexico City, Distrito Federal, Mexico. We last saw him fight Gomez, 20-2, won a UD in the 10th. Fierro, 23-2, UD in the 10th. Rayo Valenzuela, 13-2, he lost a split in the 12th. Rolly Romero, 15-1, won by stoppage in the 8th. Gio Cabrera, 21-0, won a split decision in the 12th. So with Pitbull Cruz, in my opinion, you have a mixed bag of results dating all the way back to Gervonta Davis. At the time, he made headlines becoming one of the only guys to ever fight Tank and not lose by knockout, lost a decision. Since then, a lot of the Pitbull fans have been screaming for that rematch. We know that hasn't happened yet. Since then, we've seen him win split decisions. We've seen him lose split decisions. We've seen him win by knockout. This guy, all in all, is a nightmare for a lot of his opponents. He's going to come at you right from the get-go, thus his name Pitbull. He never has the size advantage. His power is interesting. We've seen him use one-punch power before, but we've also seen him drown his opponent before. There's nothing that he's going to do, though, that Roach hasn't seen. If you had to say that you could game plan for Pitbull Cruz, you'd be comfortable saying that. Now, there's one thing with expecting something, and there's another thing with being able to stop it, and that will be the most important narrative going into fight night. Pitbull is going to do what he's going to do. Roach and Team Roach knows what Pitbull is going to do, and the biggest question is, will Roach be able to negate that pressure, get Pitbull's respect, and keep him off him enough to win a fight? Now, will it go the distance? Will it be a stoppage? Your guess is as good as mine. In these videos, these Stats Don't Lie series, I only give you my money line prediction. For you to catch my props, method of victories, long parlays, click the link that's pinned in the comment section. Right now, I'm going to be going over the Las Vegas current odds and giving you my money line prediction only. Guys, wherever you are in the world, let's pull out those betting apps. Australians, do not use Sportsbet. I tell you guys every live video. Time will pass and I will no longer have to say this. On Sportsbet's betting app, if you pick a winner or a loser and it's a draw, you lose your bet. So use Bet365 like myself. The draw just simply voids the fight and your parlay stays active. On the money line, Cruz is a $2.80 underdog. 100 on him gets your money back plus 180. Lamont Roach is a $1.43 favorite. 100 on Roach gets your money back plus $43. So Isaac Cruz, not quite a 2-1. I think those odds are similar. They could go either way. Roach could be a 2-1 dog as well. I think this is a 50-50 fight. When we think about what have you done for me lately, recency bias, a lot of the odds makers, a lot of the money coming in on Roach is because what we saw against Tank Davis, that high-level version of Lamont Roach, that accuracy, those reactions, the speed, the timing, and those backhand counters were all beautiful. With Pitbull Cruz, he's coming off a couple decision victories like I told you. When we hear his name comes with the cheering section, the crowd, the aura. He's the bigger name. He is the A-side in this fight. So it's going to be interesting to see off jump how this plays out, where I'm putting all my money on the money line. I'm taking my boy from DC, Lamont Roach. I like the juice. $1.43 is pretty decent to add to a parlay. As we get closer to fight night, I'm going to give you my method of victory prop. You're going to have to join the Discord to get that. Those odds almost double on that prop bet. So all in on Roach to beat Pitbull Cruz. I think he's going to be the classier fighter. I think he's going to use his reach and his height and his length and distance management to beat Pitbull Cruz. I think Pitbull Cruz's aggression is going to be used against him. And I totally expect the same version we saw against Tank, if not another version of Roach, to further project him onto the world stage. Guys, this is not an echo chamber. I know a lot of us will not be agreeing on this fight, but that is okay. In the comment section, let me know. Team Roach, Team Cruz. Also, guys, stay tuned to the channel. I'm going to be breaking down this entire card. If you haven't seen my breakdown, prediction, and analysis of the fight that's taking place at 147 pounds in Monte Carlo, Monaco, between two really exciting British fighters, stay tuned because that's coming up right now.